According to a 2022 survey by the Singapore government, the top 5 regrets of retirees in Singapore are: not saving enough money. 63.2% of retirees said that they regret not saving enough money for retirement. Not starting to save early enough. 59.1% of retirees said that they regret not starting to save for retirement early enough. Not investing their savings. 56.3% of retirees said that they regret not investing their savings. Not working part-time in retirement. 53.5% of retirees said that they regret not working part-time in retirement. Not traveling enough. 51.7% of retirees said that they regret not traveling enough. Here are some examples of how retirees in Singapore might experience these regrets. Not saving enough money. A retiree who did not save enough money for retirement may have to rely on government benefits or on their children for financial support. This can lead to financial insecurity and stress. Not starting to save early enough. A retiree who did not start to save for retirement early enough may have to work longer or may have to retire with a lower standard of living. This can be disappointing and frustrating. Not investing their savings. A retiree who did not invest their savings may not have enough money to cover their expenses in retirement. This can lead to financial insecurity and stress. Not working part-time in retirement. A retiree who did not work part-time in retirement may find that they are bored or lonely. They may also find that they need more money than they have saved. Not traveling enough. A retiree who did not travel enough in retirement may miss out on new experiences and memories. They may also regret not seeing the world while they were still healthy and able. It is important to remember that retirement is a long-term commitment. It is important to plan ahead and to save enough money to cover your living expenses. It is also important to stay active and engaged in retirement. Let me share with you a story. It's titled, The Retiree's Regret. Mrs. Lee had worked hard her entire life to provide for her family. She had always been frugal and saved as much money as she could. She had also sacrificed her own pleasures to ensure that her children had everything they needed. When she finally retired, Mrs. Lee was looking forward to enjoying her golden years. She had planned to travel, pursue her hobbies, and spend time with her loved ones. However, she soon realized that she had made some regrets during her working life. One of her biggest regrets was that she had not saved enough money. She had always been so focused on providing for her children that she had neglected to save enough for herself. As a result, she could not afford to travel or pursue her hobbies as much as she would have liked. Another regret of Mrs. Lee's was that she had not spent more time with her family when they were younger. She had always been so busy working that she had missed out on many important moments in their lives. Now that her children were grown up and had their own families, Mrs. Lee felt a sense of emptiness. Mrs. Lee also regretted that she had not taken care of her health better. She had worked so hard that she had neglected to eat healthy foods and exercise regularly. As a result, she was now suffering from a number of health problems. Mrs. Lee's regrets were a heavy burden to bear. She often felt sad and lonely. She also felt guilty that she had not been a better mother and wife. One day, Mrs. Lee decided that she had had enough of living in regret. She realized that she could not change the past, but she could control her future. She decided to make the most of her remaining years and to live a life without regrets. Mrs. Lee started by making some changes to her lifestyle. She started eating healthy foods and exercising regularly. She also joined a support group for retirees. The support group helped her to feel less alone and to connect with other people who were going through similar experiences. Mrs. Lee also started to pursue her hobbies. She joined a book club and started painting classes. She also started volunteering at a local soup kitchen. Mrs. Lee's life is not perfect, but she is much happier now than she was before. She has realized that it is never too late to change her life. She is also grateful for the people who love and support her. So, how to change for the better? If you are a retiree who is facing regrets, there are a number of things you can do to change for the better. Identify your regrets. What are the things you wish you had done differently in your life? Once you know what your regrets are, you can start to make a plan to address them. Make a plan. What steps can you take to move on from your regrets and to live a more fulfilling life? Be specific and set realistic goals. Take action. Don't just sit around and think about what you want to do. Take steps to make your plan a reality. Be patient. It takes time to change your life. Don't get discouraged if you don't see results immediately. Just keep moving forward. Remember, it is never too late to change your life. If you are facing regrets, it is important to take action and to move on. You can create a more fulfilling life for yourself, regardless of your age. Hope this video brings value to your retirement. Take care. And I see you in my next video.